You are watching a master at work.
What's going on, y'all? Facebook is killing me with these updates, man. So apparently when you go live now, you have to connect a stream key, which I haven't connected yet, which sucks. So give me a second while I connect my stream key, whatever that is. And then we'll get going. It says that it says I'm streaming, unable to connect. There you go. Because it's a different stream key. All right. It needs access. Streaming. All right, give me 1 second, y'all. It's connecting to the stream key for Facebook, apparently. I got the one on my personal page up, but I need the one for my my Facebook group. And then we'll get started. It's sending data. Oh, there we go. I'm already connected. Jesus. I already commented. Bam. Go live. Facebook make you jump through so many loops now. It's crazy. All right, so connect the source. I've already connected the source. I'm done there. Man, this is crazy, Facebook. I wanted the same stream key. Like, I don't want to have to do this every time I stream. But what's going on, y'all? While I work on my technical difficulties, pretty much I just give you guys a rundown of what we're doing. So this Zoom, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to turn your calendars into profit. So if you guys are having free consultation calendars, if you have paid consultation calendars, I'm gonna be showing you how to add an element to that, just to the calendar automations, so that way you can make money before you even meet with whatever the prospect is or whoever you're speaking about. Profitable calendar bookings. All right, so I got that. Let me notify these people. Bam and bam. It says complete post details. I thought I did that already. Oh. I had to put a description. All right, now I'm officially live. Man, Facebook, you are killing me with this. I did not think I was gonna have to do so much just to go live. Restream does not, can't just restream like you used to, but it's cool. I got it. I have everything. Let me get over to my group, tag people, let them know that I'm here, and then we'll get started. Where's the group? Bam. Yeah, there he is. Everyone. All right. So I got the group in. I'm sorry it took so long.
From my daily mindset skill. Don't forget to build your practice with a new affirmation.
All right.
Here's your reminder from my daily
Thank you, Alexa.
skill. Don't forget to build your practice with a new
affirmation. See, doing this with the Facebook, with the lives now, is crazy because you have Facebook wants so much control. Now I gotta go through Facebook and then tell Facebook I want to share my screen. I gotta do all the things that I was doing from the Restream app is now going through Facebook, which kind of sucks because I can't. I literally can't connect my my page. That's fine. We're just gonna make do with the best of it. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? What's going on, chat? I'm gonna share my screen for those that can see it. For those that can't, I will send you a link to how to see the share screen. I don't know why Facebook is very irritating today, and it won't let me screen share. But what we're gonna be talking about is how to turn your calendar bookings into profit. So if you guys have paid consultation calendars, if you have free consultation calendars. It doesn't matter if you sell a service or a software. We're going to be taking those calendars and turning them into profit through automation. So I'm going to share my screen. We'll go over a couple of things. I'll kind of explain what I'm doing as I do the breakdown, and then show you guys how you can do it too. If you have T-Business Suite already, if you're already within the CRM, great. If you're not within the CRM, it's a link somewhere above, below, wherever, where you can sign up for a free 30-day trial along with get my coaching. So let's go ahead and share screen. Entire screen. Let's share that. All right, so I got the screen share up. Let's make sure it pops up over here. Okay, cool. So the screen share works. So that's really the primary thing. Screen share works. So we're gonna go to the automations tab within the CRM, and I'm gonna build this one from scratch. I'm gonna show you guys how to build it directly from scratch and give you a breakdown of exactly what I'm doing as I'm doing it, so you understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So we'll start from scratch. It's gonna be a brand new automation. We're gonna say profitable calendar demo, right? Always name your work. So the trigger is going to be when somebody schedules an appointment on your calendar. So you want to go down, want to find customer booked appointment. Now, because this is a demo, I'm not going to throw filters in there, but if you have multiple calendars already, you want to make sure you filter through the calendar. So you can see here, I have quite a few calendars already within the CRM. I'm not going to set a calendar because this is just a demo, but if you have multiple calendars and you want to have them all set up differently, you have to filter the calendar that you want to use. But we're going to do customer booked appointment in demo calendar. All right, so the customer books an appointment in a demo calendar. Now, what do we want to happen? We already set the trigger. Now we have to decide what do we want to happen. The first step is a thank you text. Always send a thank you text or a thank you email to the person. So thank you text, right? Because if you don't send a thank you text, they're not going to know that the calendar booking has been completed. You guys would know about it. All websites, anytime you sign up for something, you get a thank you text. So we'll say thank you. Always use your custom values. We're going to say contact first name. So it's going to say thank you, whoever the person's first name is, for signing up to speak with. And then we'll go back to the custom values. And since I have a team, I'm going to do user first name. So now, depending on whose calendar they get put on, it's going to specifically say that person's first name. If they get put on John's calendar, if they get put on Mary's calendar, if they get put on my calendar, it's going to break down that and say their name so there's no confusion. To speak with blank on, and then we can do custom values again, calendar, appointment, sorry, and then start date and time. So now the demo is going to say, or the booking text message is going to say, thank you, first name. So if the person's first name is KP, it's going to say, thank you, KP, for signing up to speak with Kenzel on January 1st, 2026, whatever date they sign on the calendar. So this is just a thank you text. That's it. That's all we want to do. Immediately after they book, they're going to get a thank you text. If you want to add an email, you can do the same. You can add an email. Email is a little bit more elaborate. You can break that down. And then we're going to wait. We're going to set a wait period. Now, the wait period is going to vary from how far you have your calendar out. If you're somebody that has an open booking, you can make it as far as you want. If you're somebody that has a smaller booking, maybe 2-3 days out in advance only, then the calendar wait period is going to be 100% dependent on you. For the sake of the demo, we're just going to say 1 day, and we're actually going to say event. We're going to change the wait for to the event/appointment time, right? We're going to do it for 1 day before the consultation, and then we're going to save action. So I always like to name my stuff. So wait 1 day before consultation. So that way, if I ever needed to go back, I know what I'm doing, or I know what I'm reading. So what we got set, we have a customer book the appointment. They immediately get the thank you text. And then a day before the consultation, we're going to send them another text. Now, this is where the money comes in. This is where the money comes in. So depending on what you sell, depending on your business, this is how we're going to make profit on the calendars. We're going to say something like, oh, by the way, did you or have you seen my, let's say, getting out of debt e-course? I'm running a special on it for $4.99. And since you're a future part of the fam, I wanted to make sure you didn't miss out. Bam. Right? And then what we're also going to do is trigger links. So trigger links, I got another video for trigger links. If you guys don't know what a trigger link is, it's just a preset URL that we don't have to keep searching for. We already have it in the system. I got hundreds of these, but just for the sake of the demo, we're going to do 100K in 100 days. See here, it has trigger link and it has the trigger link. So when they get the text message, it's going to send them that specific URL, or it's going to send them a link that goes to that specific URL. So in this instance, it's going to say, oh, by the way, have you seen my getting out of that e-course for $4.99? Now, obviously, whatever the text message says, you want to make sure that the trigger link corresponds to that. You don't want to tell them they're going to get something for a certain price. They click a link and it's a whole different price because it doesn't make sense. But we're just going to say that. We're going to say course down sale offer and then save it. So now this is how we're going to grab some money. Mind you, this is a day before their consultation. We're trying to get something. Look, it's only $4. If you have paid consultations, you know the person is willing to pay you for your information or pay for some education from you because they trusted you enough to pay for that service. So give me 1 second. All right, back at it. So now you have a way to get some more money from them. I don't recommend having more money grabs within this sequence only because you don't want the person to be like, dang, how much stuff are you trying to sell me? Haven't even met you yet. But having one is okay. Another thing is you can do something like this. We'll do another wait period and we'll do event point time and we'll do 2 days before the event. Wait 2 days before and then save it. And then 2 days before the event, we're going to send them another text, but this text isn't going to be a sale. This text is more so going to be a tip. So whatever you are giving them, you want to provide them with some sort of free value so that way they can slowly build some trust. Remember, the trust is already slightly there because they decided to click the calendar and actually book. So they have some sort of interest. Now you're giving them a tip before they even meet you, or a trick or something to help them make money. So that way they can start to earn that trust before you try to push the sale. So right here, 2 days before, we're going to do something like, did you know if you paid your balances off in full, it could get you more points on your monthly credit updates and stops you from having to pay any interest on your credit cards. Just random tips. And obviously we want to make the tips as elaborate as possible. Be detailed with the tips. Don't give like BS. If you have to use ChatGPT, you guys know that's my best friend. Use ChatGPT. Get the tips from ChatGPT and just copy and paste them. But give some sort of tip. So we'll say free tip. Now, this is where brain has to kick in. This is where brain automations and stuff has to kick in. if you're going to do a wait period with a certain amount of days before, it can be hours before, it can be days before, whatever, make sure that your calendar booking can have that gap. So if you're somebody like me, I don't do same day bookings. I have a 24-hour wait before you can book on any of my calendars because I want to make sure I have that freedom. I don't want to be like, oh, look, my calendar's free at 4 p.m. today, and now I got 3 people trying to get in at 4. I don't like that. But instead, because I give myself that gap. Now, let's say I gave myself a 2-day gap, I can do a 2-day window. If you only have a 1-day gap, I recommend instead of doing 2 days here, maybe do something like 16 hours, right? And then instead of this one, do it like 0 days and maybe 4 hours, right? So obviously I can just change the verbiage. I can say instead of 2 days, it can be 16 hours. And then this one, instead of 1 day before, I can do 4 hours. Bam. Just that is that just the text, the verbiage. So it's something like that. You want to make sure that you don't necessarily hurt yourself, because in this instance, if I did 2 days before and 1 day before, and I was doing same day bookings, when somebody books, it's going to hit that mark, immediately text, hit that mark and immediately text. You don't want it all firing off rapidly. So make sure it makes sense however your calendars are set up. But this is this, and then obviously you got to have the way for them to get on the calendar. If you're going to give them a call, give them an alert, maybe a 15-minute heads up, because people have lives. If I schedule something for tomorrow, I'm going to forget by tomorrow. So you want to do something like do one more wait period in this event, and we'll do 15 minutes before the event. Wait 15 minutes before. Save that. And then we'll do one final text. This text is going to say, hey, contact name. This is how you personalize your messages also with the contact name. Our meeting is in 15 minutes. Feel free to join early if you can. Here's the link to join. Bam. And then pop the link in there. The link should be a trigger link. You should have one. And then you'll just find a specific trigger link. I'll say Zoom strategy calls, whatever. But you'll have a specific trigger link. You'll save that. Make sure you name it. 15 minutes to join. And then bam. So now we have that. I always like to put my final touch on things. So for me, I do one last wait period. My final touch is the Google My Business. Always Google My Business or a Facebook review. So you want to wait. This is going to be event. This is going to be after. We're going to change until after. So we're going to wait until 1 day after. Wait 1 day after. And then we're going to just let them know, like, because I sell to business owners, because I sell to automations and websites and all the type of things, my after is going to be something to let them know this was automated. I'm thanking you for your time. If we didn't meet, I'm sorry. Here's a link to reschedule. If we didn't meet, then I'll give them that link. And then I'll say something like, if we did meet, it was great to speak with you. And here's my Google review. And then something like that. Now, what happens is if they didn't show up, they still got one more opportunity to reschedule, to get back on. If they did show up and they did like it, maybe they joined, maybe they didn't join, but they had the opportunity to leave you a Google review, to speak on your professionalism, maybe just to give you a 5-star. Just maybe they didn't sign up, but they still think that you have a great offer. They just didn't have the money at the time or something like that. They can leave you a Google review. So we're going to do, I did wait 1 day after. And I will go down to, actually, this is just a text message. So we'll just send another text, and then we'll just, type it out. I won't bore you guys with the nitty gritties of that. But that's pretty much the calendar. That's pretty much how you make a profitable calendar. Now, keep in mind, it doesn't matter what you guys sell. it doesn't matter what you guys sell for any of these offers. 1 sec. Let me get back onto the chat. I have not been checking the chat. My bad, guys. My bad, guys. I got my phone in my hand now. Shanice, hello. Hola, what's going on? My boy Kenny. T. Hey T. What's going on, y'all? I didn't see y'all was in here. I've been sharing the screen, so I haven't been seeing the chat. I apologize for that, y'all. I apologize. I'm here now. I see the chat. I got the chat up on my phone. I need to do better with that, having the chat. But now you guys can see how automation works and how to be profitable from the automation, right? We got a free calendar booking. We'll just say it's free. We got a free calendar booking. They get a thank you confirmation just to say that you got it. 16 hours before the consultation is due, we're now just giving them a free tip. It doesn't matter what it is. It has to be in relation to whatever you're selling. It's going to give them a free tip. And then 4 hours before the consultation, they're going to get an offer. It's going to be a very, very inexpensive offer. You don't want to try to sell them on your coaching program that's $1,000 or your mentorship that's $10K. This person doesn't know you. Sell them on something that is minute, something that is very, very inexpensive. One, because everybody has an extra $4 or $5 laying around. So now if you can take that $4 or $5 and add it to your profit margin, how does it hurt you? You're already given the consultation. Everybody's close rate isn't 100%. So if you can at least make $4 to $30 off of upsells, one, the upsells should put them in your world. It should put them in your nurturing system. You should have a way to try to sell. Try to sell them, something else. Then you're going to be good to go. That's the beauty of it. It's like, they bought a $5 purchase from you, but they didn't get the credit repair, right? Cool. What we're going to do is we're going to double back a month later, maybe within nurturing emails to let them know, tip. Hey, don't forget to sign up. And then you may bring in a customer, you may bring in a sale for somebody that was supposed to speak with you 3 or 4 months ago. And now you're making a purchase down the line when you literally didn't have to spend any extra money. You're not spending no money on ads. You're not having to go out of your way and talk to these people or nurture these people. All of the automations are being done for you because it's built into the system, right? And then they finally get on the call and it's your job to sell them. I honestly like to bring it up. I have two methods of doing this. When they purchase it, I like to tag everything. So I'll know if a person has purchased something if they're tagged when we meet. Then I can say, hey, did you get that text message for that offer? I just, it looks like you didn't open it or something like that. I try to lead with that before we even start talking, and then just to see if they read it, if they weren't interested, because I like to craft my offers based on the feedback from others. If somebody says, yeah, nah, I didn't need it, or no, it was too much, or nah, I didn't see it. I gotta use that to mold it. Maybe 4 hours too early was not enough. Maybe I need to do 5 hours. Maybe I need to do 3. Because you're never going to be perfect. But when you hit that prime tier, you want to stay there for as long as you can until everything starts changing, and then you can change with the changes. But this is pretty much how you guys build a profitable calendar. If you guys need help, I had the coaching. Like I said, free 30 days. I'm also having a webinar to show you guys how to start, automate, and scale any business to 100K within your first year. So automations is how you run it. VAs is how you keep it running. And that's pretty much it. I think we're good to go. Let me get back to the main screen. Let me off that. Again, I do apologize, y'all. I didn't see that y'all were was jumping in on the chat until I looked at my phone. But thank you guys for joining. If you have any other questions, you know where to reach me. If you guys are looking at this if you guys are watching this from the group, I'm here. I'm all ears. My team is in the group. You can ask questions in the group. If you guys are not in the group, if you're watching on my YouTube or my Facebook or TikTok, any of my social media handles, feel free to shoot me a DM, comment under this video, and I get back to you. I check all my channels, and that's pretty much it. I see you guys. I'm about to get back to watching the Magics beat the Cavs, trying to push it to the next round for Florida.